Hello class, my name's Barry Weaver and this is Out of Bounds. Today we're going to be talking about softball and the Phillies. You see that right there? The big Phillies. So without further ado, this is Out of Bounds! True or false? Softball was originally intended to be played indoors. That's why they have the shorter distances between the bases.
True.
False.
I'm gonna have to say true.
True.
False.
It's actually true. True or false? There are 3 types of softball. Slow pitch, fast pitch, and underhand.
True.
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 False.
That's false.
That is false. Underhand would be every pitch. Every pitch is underhand. True or false? At the 1996 Olympics in Atlanta, every softball event was sold out.
False. True.
True?
I'm gonna have to say true.
That is true. Do you know why everyone was sold out?
Because it was popular.
It was popular because that was the first Olympics where they included it as an event.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
Interesting.
True or false? The ball in softball is soft, a lot like a smaller soccer ball.
False.
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 Definitely false. The softball is pretty hard still, right?
Yeah, it is.
True or false? Softball was removed from the Olympics after 2008.
True.
False?
True. True.
True.
How dumb is that?
I don't like it.
True or false? A game of softball goes 9 innings long.
False.
False.
True. True.
That is false. A game of softball goes 7 innings long. It's okay. Your coach won't see this. It's all right. So, since you play softball, this should be an easy answer for you. What is the difference between fast pitch and slow pitch?
Well, fast pitch, I think it's like over 40 miles an hour, and slow pitch is like just a lob.
Isn't there like a minimum speed that it has to go to be considered fastball?
I'd imagine the fast pitch is faster and harder, whereas the other one is a little bit softer and slower.
Slow pitch is like more like an arc, and then fast pitch is like just like a straight line.
How fast the ball goes?
Yes, and also in slow pitch, the ball has to have an arc when it's pitched. In fast pitch, it can just be a straight line, like, but in slow pitch, it has to be a.
Gotcha.
Is that clear enough?
Oh, yes, very clear.
So, when George Hancock invented the game in 1887, what piece of equipment did he take from another sport to turn it into a softball? Here's your hint. In 1887, the sport was pretty popular.
Basketball.
I want to say pigskin from football. Baseball?
Soccer?
Boxing.
So what piece of boxing did he use?
Probably the glove.
You're exactly right. He crumpled up a glove and he said, "Play ball, boys," and just threw it out there. So, do you think softball should be an Olympic sport?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, it's pretty hardcore. It's almost as hard as baseball to play, so I don't see why not.
Absolutely. I think like girls work extra hard, especially in college, and they deserve something to look forward to after.
Yes.
Why is that?
Well, since it like used to be in the Olympics, I think that it should stay in the Olympics, and it's a pretty popular game now.
Definitely. I mean, and they put in just as much work as anyone else. Needs to be recognized.
Exactly.
The Phillies, they play the Mets tonight. They beat the Mets earlier this season, but at the same time, the Phillies have been playing super inconsistently lately. So, do you think they have what it takes to pull out the win against the Mets?
I would say no.
Definitely Phillies. Go for your home team.
I think maybe the Mets will win.
I have to say the Mets because my mom's a fan, so I can't go with the Phillies. I'm sorry.
I understand that. You're not trying to get kicked out of the house.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, so what did we learn in class today, kids? We learned softball is cool. Softball should be an Olympic sport. And we also learned go Phillies, beat the Mets. I would once again like to thank all of you for being great students, and I especially want to thank Sam, Kayla, and Wes for being the best students I could ever ask for. Remember, kids, always stop, drop, and roll. This has been Out of Bounds!